Cruising through the streets of New York City, it's Abie's DooWop Taxi.
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride, my dear. The night is warm and clear. Won't you come and sit right here? Please don't say no. Please don't say no. Let's go for a ride, my sweetie. I won't accept defeat. So stand right in the seat. Go with me for a ride, for a ride. Ooh, warm and comfortable, I want it just for you. Won't you come and sit right down and enjoy it? Walker let's go for a ride, my dear. The night is warm and clear. Won't you come and sit right here? Go with me for a ride, for a ride. Just for you, won't you come and sit right down and enjoy it? Walker let's go for a ride, my sweetie. I won't accept defeat. So climb right in the seat. Go with me for a ride, for a ride. Well, let's go for a ride. 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 Let's go.
Greetings and welcome once again to another edition of Abie's DooWop Taxi. My name is Abie and I'm your host. And I got another great show in store for you today. We're going to pick up the UGHA Top 500 where we left off last week. We're up to number 335. We'll play some more of J.C. Marion's great R&B doo-wop picks. But let's start the show off with a couple of groups called the Fascinators. First, here's the one we all know. This is Chapel Bells. That's Anthony Passalacqua, who goes by the name of Tony Passa, Nick Travato, Ed Wheeler, Angelo LaGreca, and George Cernak with the song that was recorded in 1958 on the Capitol label, a song that's amongst the favorites in the doo-wop world in New York City, Chapel Bells. Now here's another song by them, another New York favorite doo-wop. This is Oh Rosemary.
Oh, Rosemary, won't you try to give your love to me? Pass me by. Oh, Rosemary, I've waited so long and faithfully. Don't say it's wrong. Oh, Rosemary, I've made a vow. No other love could be. I'll prove it now. Oh, Rosemary, I will never lie to you eternally. My heart is tied. Oh, Rosemary, for all my plea, there's been no answer, though my heart says please. On what you do, my life depends, and with your answer, love starts or ends.
Tony Passalacqua and the Fascinators recorded Oh Rosemary in 1959 on the Capitol label. The Fascinators were from the New York City area. Now here's a group that's from the Los Angeles area, also called the Fascinators. This is Teardrop Eyes.
Teardrop eyes are calling for you. Teardrop eyes are lonely and blue. You said you wanted me, needed me, really, really loved me. Why did you ever go? Darling dear, please be near. You know I love you so. Teardrop eyes are begging for you. Teardrop eyes are crying for you. Crying for you. You said you wanted me, needed me, really, really loved me. Why did you ever go? Darling dear, please be near. You know I love you so. Teardrop eyes are begging
That's a pretty good song. Teardrop Eyes was recorded in 1958 on the DooWop label, and the members of the Fascinators, this is the Los Angeles Fascinators, were Albert Jerry Stone, Jewel Aiken, David Harris, Theodore Teddy Harper, and Eddie Cochran. A couple of notes here. Albert Stone, who was also known as Jerry Stone, was also a member of the Four Dots. The Fascinators had evolved from a different group of members that started out in 1954, and they had this song, and I do know this one. This is Sweet Baby. We just heard Clarence Smith, Jerry Potter, Earl Richardson, Donald Blackshear, and Robert Rivers from 1954 on the Your Copy label, Sweet Baby by the Fascinators. Now let's get back to the second group of Fascinators, the group that did Teardrop Eyes. I said one of the members was Jerry Stone, and he was in a group called Jerry Stone and the Four Dots. And this is Pleading for Your Love from 1958.
What shall I do? Now you're gone. Our love is true. Now I'm pleading for your love. Oh, love, where are you?
from 1958, that's Albert Jerry Stone, Jewel Akins, David Harris, Theodore Teddy Harper, and Eddie Cochran, who had all been members of the Fascinators, but on this song they were known as Jerry Stone and the Four Dots, recorded on the Freedom label in 1958. Okay, you're riding an Abie's DooWop Taxi, and the show's just getting started here. We got plenty of great songs to come today. We'll be getting to J.C. Marion's R&B doo-wop picks of the late 1940s and early 1950s in just a little while. But first I have a couple of songs here I want to play by the Charioteers. The Charioteers is a group that recorded mainly in the 1940s. The first is a song from 1945 that should have been used by the Soup Nazi on Seinfeld. And if this song isn't exactly doo-wop, it certainly sounds like it has a lot of doo-wop roots in it. This is No Soup.
Went home last night,
Everything closed up?
as hungry as I could be.
And tired as you could be, I suppose, old man.
Said to myself, I'll have some noodle soup for me.
Slippery, ain't it?
When I got there, the cupboard was bare.
Say, how's old Mother Hubbard anyway?
Man, that's a sad affair. Got oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles.
But no soup. Got oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles.
Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da. But no soup. Can't sip, can't sip, can't drip, can't drip, can't mop, can't mop, can't sop, can't sop. Got oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles.
But no soup. I got beans for my lima, but no lima. Beef for my bouillon, but no bouillon. Clams for my chowder, but no chowder. Mock for my turtle, but no turtle. Got oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles.
But no soup. But no soup. But no soup. Can't sip, can't sip, can't drip, can't drip, can't mop, can't mop, can't sop, can't sop. Got oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles.
But no soup.
Got beef for my lima, but no lima. Beef for my bouillon, but no bouillon.
Hands for my chowder, but no chowder. Mock for my turtle, but no turtle. Beans, beef, clams, mock. Where is my favorite dish?
Soup?
Got oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles and noodles.
But no soup. But no soup.
And no soup for you, too. That's the Charioteers. Wilfred Billy Williams, Eddie Jackson, Ira Williams, Howard Daniel, and James Sherman with the song from 1945. And I mentioned that I thought it had doo-wop roots. It comes off an album called Roots of Doo-Wop. And I'm going to try to get some more songs from that album. Now here's another song by the same group, the Charioteers, that made the R&B charts, hit number 8 in 1949. This is A Kiss and a Rose.
It began, heaven knows, with a kiss and a rose. I remember it still, just a kiss and a rose. None but the lonely heart can ever disclose what it means to
be led with a kiss and a rose. For she vowed to be true as she pledged me her love. And I know she was true as the star above. But they made her another bride. At the wedding I know such is life, I suppose. Just a kiss and a rose. Ah, she vowed to be true as she pledged me her love. And I know she was true as that star above. But they made her another bride. At that wedding I know she cried. Such is life, I suppose. Just a kiss and a rose. Such is life, I suppose. Just a kiss and a rose.
The Charioteers were from Ohio. In 1949, they were Billy Williams, Edward Jackson, Ira Williams, and Howard Daniel. A Kiss and a Rose hit number 8 on the Billboard Pop Charts in 1949. Okay, how about one more, and then we'll get to J.C. Marion's R&B doo-wop picks of the late 1940s and early 1950s. This is a group called Wanda Burt and the Crescendos, and they're scheming.
The schemers, the schemers, the schemers. I'll take the schemers, the schemers, the schemers. I've waited for you a long, long time, but you're always running around with someone new.
The crescendos were from Berkeley, California. They were Wanda Burt, Cynthia Beatty, George Banks, Odell Alford, and a guy named Ernie. They recorded Scheming in 1961. It was on the Music City label. Okay, you're riding an Abie's Doo-Wop Taxi, and we're just getting warmed up here. In a little while, we're going to get to the UGHA Top 500 and pick it up at number 335, where we left off last week. But right now, let's get to J.C. Marion's R&B doo-wop picks of the late 1940s and early 1950s. And you better fasten your seatbelts, because JC's first two picks today were left over from the Paragons Meet the Jesters album that we did last week. So let's get to those right away. First is the Vows of Love by the Paragons. And JC says, dynamic reading of this ballad, again with the heavy rhythm that was a characteristic of records produced by Paul Winley during this time. Baritone lead this time, and solid tight harmony backup provide a superb sound of the city. Here are the Paragons with the Vows of Love.
We're going to start with
Hey, all of my love is forever. And is that there is only one love that you. She wants to stay a while. Oh, but I love your smile. Oh, won't you hold my hand? Say I'm your lover man. You know I love you so, and you are mine, all mine, all mine. Do you remember the vows of love taught to us by someone from above? It means always, it is forever, and I owe you my love. Gee, but I love your style. Let me explain the vow. Don't ever, ever go. You know I love you so. Please say you love me still, and you'll be mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. Do you remember the vows of love taught to us by someone from above? It means always, it is forever, and yeah, I owe you my love. Gee, but I love your smile. Won't you will take these vows? You know I love you so. Don't ever, ever go. Please say you love me still, and you'll be mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine.
That's Julius McMichael, Ben Frazier, Donald Travis, and Al Brown, the Paragons, with a song they recorded in 1958, The Vows of Love, on the Winley label. And that brings us to JC's next pick, his last pick off the Paragons and Jesters album. It's the Jesters with I'm Falling in Love. JC Marion writes, mid-tempo throw in to offset some of the ballads. This tune is not as interesting as I Laugh by this group, but the full harmony bass to falsetto tenor makes it a good performance by the quintet. Here are the Jesters with I'm Falling in Love.
Baby, please give me a chance.
Man, that is one great song. That's Adam Jackson with his falsetto lead, leading the Jesters with I'm Falling in Love, a song they recorded in 1957 on the Winley label. And it was Adam Jackson, Lenny McKay, Anthony Jimmy Smith, and Leo Vincent, the Jesters. And that brings us to JC's next pick, which is Tired of You by The Gentlemen. JC Marion writes, a true slow blues done by another mystery group from the Apollo label. This side has the sound of the mid-40s that was still around in 1954. Here are The Gentlemen with Tired of You.
I used to cry every time you heard me. Yes, but pretty baby, my crying days are through. And now it's bye, baby. I'm getting tired of you. I worked hard and gave you all my money. Yes, and then you treat me like an old worn out shoe. But now it's so long, baby. I'm getting tired of you. You laid out all night. You wouldn't treat me right. Yes, you have had your fun. Yes, but now you plead full days are through. And things you did by 2 and 2, you have to pay for one by one. Now I'll never find another tear of sorrow. Yes, now it's your turn to be so sad and blue. Yes, go get yourself another fool. 'Cause baby, I'm so tired of you. So tired of you.
You used to stay out all night, baby, and you just wouldn't treat me right. Yes, you had your fun. But now your playful days are through, baby. And the things you did 2 by 2, you're gonna have to pay for them, girl, yes, one by one.
I'll never find another tear of sorrow. Yes, now it's your turn to be so sad and blue. Go get yourself another fool. 'Cause baby, I'm so tired of you.
That was Ted Larry Bogar, Clifford Dale, Richard Baker, Alonzo Lonnie Johnson, and Lucius Harris, The Gentlemen, with a song they recorded in 1954 on the Apollo label, Tired of You. JC Marion's next pick for today is Truthfully by the Deep River Boys. And JC Marion writes, timeless vocal group sound from one of the top transition acts that bridges the ink spots from the late 30s through the Ravens and Oreos into the 50s classic doo-wop sound. Here are the Deep River Boys with Truthfully.
Truthfully, I know I hurt you. Truthfully, I see that I've been wrong while you were being fair and acting on the square. I grieved you and deceived you right along. You deceived me right along. Truthfully, Truthfully, I don't deserve you. Truthfully, I want you back. I vow, please give me your break. I'll make up for each mistake. For truthfully, I love you more. Somehow, I love you best of all.
That's Harry Douglas, Vernon Gardner, Carter Wilson, Rhett Butler, and Edward Weir, the Deep River Boys, with a song they recorded in 1951 on the Beacon label, Truthfully. And we'll have more J.C. Marion picks later on in the show. Okay, you're riding an Abie's DooWop Taxi, and we'll be getting to the UGHA Top 500 and pick it up where we left off last week at number 335 in just a little while. But first I want to play some songs by the Mills Brothers. If you recall, on our last show, I mentioned that I was going to get a CD of some of their big hits. First, I'm going to play a song that was written in 1915 and hit number 2 in 1943. This is Paper Doll.
I'm gonna buy a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellows cannot steal. And then the flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. When I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all this world. I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a fickle-minded real-life girl. I guess I had $1 million or more. I guess I've played the dog game o'er and o'er. I just quarreled with Sue, that's why I'm blue. She's gone away and left me just like all dolls do. I'll tell you boys, it's tough to be alone, and it's tough to love a doll that's not your own. I'm through with all of them, I'll never fall again. Say boy, what you gonna do? I'm gonna buy a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellows cannot steal. And then the flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. When I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all this world. I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a fickle-minded real-life girl.
The Mills Brothers recorded from the 1920s through the 1980s. They were all deceased. It was Father John Mills and sons Herbert, Harry, and Donald Mills. Obviously, this was a group that was way ahead of its time. And next I'm going to play a song that you know very well, but not by the Mills Brothers. It was a big hit for Amy Ostucchio in the classics, and it comes into every doo-wop survey imaginable. It usually hits the top 10. It's Till Then, a song that was recorded in 1963 by the Classics and hit number 1 for the Mills Brothers 19 years earlier in 1944. Here are the Mills Brothers with Till Then.
till then, my darling, please wait for me till then. No matter when it will be someday, I know I'll be back again. Please wait till then. Our dreams will live though we are apart. Our love, I know we'll keep in our hearts till then. When all the world will be free, please wait for me. Although there are oceans we must cross and mountains that we must climb, I know every gain must have a loss. So pray that our loss is nothing but time. Till then, let's dream of what there will be. Till then, we'll call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait till then. Although there are oceans we must cross and mountains that we must climb, I know every game must have a loss. So pray that our loss is nothing but time. Till then, let's dream of what there will be. Till then, we'll call on each memory. Till then, when I will hold you again, please wait till
From 1944, that's the Mills Brothers with the song that hit #1 on the Billboard R&B charts, Till Then. The Mills Brothers recorded over 2,000 songs, and it certainly would be great to have access to all of them, but I don't. However, I do have access to a few of them here, and I listen to them trying to pick a few out. Here's a song I think you'll know. This is I Got My Love to Keep Me Warm.
The snow is snowing and the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? For I've got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles form. Oh, what do I care if icicles form? Oh, I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. I need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, the flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? Oh, I've got my love to keep me warm. The snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? Oh, I've got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember first December. Just watch those icicles fall. What do I care if bicycles fall? Ho, 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 I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. I need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, the flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? Oh, I've got my love to keep me warm.
I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm is a song that was written by Irving Berlin and introduced by Dick Powell and Alice Faye in the 1937 film On the Avenue. It was recorded by the Mills Brothers in 1938. Okay, let's play one more by the Mills Brothers. Here's another one that I think you'll know. This is Up a Lazy River.
Oh, up a lazy river by the old mill run, the lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun, lingered in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream of me. Up the lazy river where the robin's song awaits the bright new morning, where we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you could be. Up a lazy river with me. Up a lazy river by the old mill run, the lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun, linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Oh, up a lazy river where the robin's song awaits the bright new morning, where we can move along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you could be. Up a lazy river with me. Oh, up a lazy river by the old mill run, the lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun, linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song awaits the bright new morning, where we can move along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you could be. Up a lazy river with me. Up a lazy river with me.
The Mills Brothers were a group that was certainly ahead of their time. Up a Lazy River was written in 1931 by Hoagy Carmichael and Sidney Arodin. It was recorded by the Mills Brothers in 1948. I have more songs by the Mills Brothers, and perhaps later on in the show I'll play one or two more. Okay, now on Abie's DooWop Taxi, we're going to get back to the UGHA Top 500, and we're going to pick it up at number 335 with this great song by the Collegians. This is Zoom, Zoom, Zoom.
Boom, 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 boom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Did zoom, 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 zoom. Did zoom, 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 zoom. Did boom, 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 boom.
Zoom 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 is a doo-wop classic. It's been recorded by hundreds of groups. The Collegians were the first to record it, and in my opinion, the best to record it. They recorded on the Windley label, the same label as the Paragons and the Jesters. The members of the Collegians were Roger Hayes, Vernon Riley, Henry Brown, William Tarkington, and Harlan Jackson. Zoom 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 was recorded in 1957. It comes into our UGHA survey at number 335. And that brings us to number 334 and the Spaniels. This is You're Gonna Cry.
You're gonna cry me back home. You're gonna cry 'cause you done me wrong. You're gonna cry, oh yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna cry, cry like a newborn baby. Cry, and I don't mean that. Cry, 'cause you broke my heart. You're gonna cry, oh yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna cry, cry till your head goes rocking and reeling. You're gonna cry one of those old lonesome feelings. You're gonna cry, cry like you never did before. You're gonna cry when I walk through that door. You're gonna cry me a long, 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 long river. Cry till you could and shiver. Cry until you just can't cry no more. And you're gonna cry, oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's Thornton James, Pookie Hudson, Carl Range, Donald Porter, James Dimples Cochran, and Gerald Gregory, the Spaniels, with a song recorded in 1957 on the VJ label. You're Gonna Cry. Comes into our UGHA survey at number 334. And that brings us to number 333 and the Dubs. This is You'll Never Belong to Me.
Never belong
That's Richard Blandon, Cleveland Still, Cordell Brown, James Miller, and Tommy Great, with the song recorded in 1960, You'll Never Belong to Me, recorded on the ABC Paramount label. Comes into our UGHA survey at number 333. And that brings us to number 332 and the Ravens, You Foolish Thing. Jimmy Ricks and Maith Marshall share the lead on You Foolish Thing, along with Leonard Pusey and Lewis Hayward. You Foolish Thing was recorded in 1951 on the Columbia label. Comes into our survey at number 332, and that brings us to number 331 and the Ravens again. You Don't Have to Drop a Heart to Break It. That was Maith Marshall singing for the Ravens, taking the entire lead on You Don't Have to Drop a Heart to Break It, recorded in 1951 on the Columbia label. Comes into our UGHA survey at number 331. And that brings us to number 330 and the Valiants with this really great song. This is You Are Sweeter Than Wine. That's Joe Van Loan, Orville Brooks, Willie Ray, and Bob Cornegay, the Valiants, with the song recorded in 1962, You Are Sweeter Than Wine, on the Imperial label. Comes into our UGHA survey at number 330, and that brings us to another great song. Number 329 is the Five Notes, You Are So Beautiful.
You are so beautiful. You are a dream divine, but there's a danger sign. I can see deep within, said you are beautiful, and I am such a fool. You simply make the rule. How can I ever win? I know I am a dreamer to think you would give in. Oh, helpless, wishful dreamer who knew long ago this should not have been, but you're so beautiful. And when you touch my hand, I'm in
back in the same old spin. I know I am a dreamer to think you would give in. Oh, helpless, wishful dreamer who knew long ago this should not have been. But you're so beautiful, and when you touch my hand, I'm in a wonderland, back in the same old
The 5 notes recorded You Are So Beautiful in 1955 on the Gen D label. We don't know who the members of the 5 notes are. Comes into our UGHA survey at number 329. And that brings us to number 328 and the Ravens, the Whiff and Poof song. The Whiff and Poofs were founded in 1909 at Yale University. They are an a cappella group made up of students in their senior year. Anyway, that was Maith Marshall taking the lead on that song, along with Leonard Pusey, Lewis Hayward, and Jimmy Ricks. The Ravens recorded the Whiff and Poof song in 1951 on the OK label. And it comes into our UGHA survey at number 328. And that brings us to number 327 in the Cleftones with Why Do You Do Me Like You Do? From Jamaica, Queens, and New York City, that's Herbie Cox, Charles Charlie James, Berman Patterson, William Buzzy McLean, and Warren Corbin, the Cleftones with Why Do You Do Me Like You Do, a song they recorded in 1957 on the G label. And it comes into our UGHA survey at number 327, and that takes us to the Checkers with number 326. This is another great song. Here are the Checkers with White Cliffs of Dover.
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. Well, there'll be love and laughter and peace here and ever tomorrow when it's free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, the valley will roam again, and Johnny will go to sleep, and his this haunted room again. Will there be blue? It over. Now I bet some tomorrow. Just wait and see. Some tomorrow, just wait and see. Just you wait and see.
That great song, White Cliffs of Dover, was recorded in 1953 on the King label. David Brownhan and Bill Brown share the lead on that song, along with a guy named Joe and a guy named Teddy, whose last names we don't know. Comes into our UGHA survey at number 326, and we'll play more songs from the UGHA survey in our next show. Okay, you're still riding in Abie's DooWop Taxi, and the ride's not over. We've still got plenty of time left, and we're going to get back to J.C. Marion's R&B doo-wop picks of the late 1940s and early 1950s. And JC's next pick today is I'm Happy by the Four Dates. J.C. Marion writes, one from out of left field, a white Philadelphia group from the Dick Clark stable. They get the sound down surprisingly well. Listen especially to the nonsense syllable ending on the first pace dance tune. Not bad at all. Here are the Four Dates with I'm Happy.
Thought you didn't love me, thought you didn't care, thought you didn't want me, now you didn't want me, and I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, 'cause my baby, she wants me, she needs me, she really tries to please me. Saw her at the hop, chicken with someone new, I really thought for sure that our love affair was through. Now I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, 'cause my baby, she wants me, she needs me, she really tries to please me. Someone new, I really thought for sure that our love affair was through. Now I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, 'cause my baby, she wants me, she needs me, she really tries to please me. Finally popped the question and asked her to be mine. She said that she'll go steady, I love me all the time. Now I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, ooh, I'm happy, 'cause my baby, she wants me, she needs me, she really tries to please me. Happy, 'cause my baby, she wants me, she needs me, she really tries to please me.
Okay, here's the story. I just did a little research on this song. The Four Dates were a vocal group who backed Frankie Avalon and Fabian. Now, according to the file that I have on this song, Fabiano Forte was his real name, was on this song, but according to my discography, he wasn't on this song. It was Johnny October, Eddie Gentile, Ernie Spano, and Pat Mariani. So we'll just leave it to maybe he was and maybe he wasn't. In any case, it was recorded in 1958, and it hit number 87 on the Billboard Pop Charts. And that takes us to JC's next pick for today, which is The Door Is Still Open by the Cardinals. J.C. Marion writes, great tenor voice of Ernie Warren leads on this lovely ballad with a pronounced bass line. Solid harmony by the group as the sound was changing to a more pop-oriented sound by 1956 when this tune was recorded. Here are the Cardinals with The Door Is Still Open.
I must confess that I cried from loneliness, and that the door is still open to my heart. You are to me like the honey is to the bee, and the door is still open to my heart. I'm not ashamed to cry. It's better than to hold it inside, and I won't be satisfied until you're here by my side. You are as close to me as two is to three, and the door is still open to my heart.
That's Ernie Warren, Meredith Brothers, Leon Hardy, and Donald Johnson, the Cardinals, with a song that hit number 4 on the Billboard R&B charts in 1955, a song that was written by Chuck Willis. The Door Is Still Open. And that brings us to our next J.C. Marion pick for today. And it's If I Can't Have the One I Love by the Four Pals. J.C. Marion writes, pop-sounding ballad from a forgotten group that was championed by Alan Freed early in his tenure in New York. High tenor lead and straightforward harmony are the fine points of this record. Here are the Four Pals with If I Can't Have the One I Love.
If I can't have the one I love, sweetheart, then I'd rather have no one at all. If I can't hold your charms so close in my arms,
If you'd say we're not through, a kiss don't mean a thing unless it comes from you. If I can have one I love, sweetheart, then I'd rather have no one at all. All I have, I gladly give. If you say we're not through, a little kiss don't mean a thing, baby, unless it comes from you. If I can't have one I love, sweetheart, then I'd rather have no one at all.
If I Can't Have the One I Love was recorded in 1955 by the Four Pals on the Royal Roost label, and we don't know who the members of the Four Pals were. And that brings us to our next J.C. Marion pick for today, which is I Only Have Eyes for You by the Swallows. J.C. Marion writes, great reading of the pop standard by this group that predated the Flamingos' effort on this tune by about 7 years. Junior Denby sings lead on the song, and the group shows the style that would soon prove to be so popular throughout the 50s and beyond. This sounds interesting. Here are the Swallows with I Only Have Eyes for You.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright, for I only have eyes for you. Dear, the moon hangs on high, but I can't see a thing in the sky, for I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you. And I only have eyes for you.
I gotta admit, the only version of that song I knew, other than the earlier versions from the 1930s, was by the Flamingos. And the Flamingos are the group that gets most of the recognition for that song. But man, what a great version that was by the Swallows. It was recorded in 1952. That was Herman Jr. Denby on lead, along with Eddie Rich, Earl Hurley, Frederick Money Johnson, and Norris Bucky Mack. It was recorded on the King label. And that brings us to our next and last J.C. Marian pick for today, and it's a popular song by the Chantels, He's Gone. J.C. Marian writes, first recorded effort by this girls group from 1957, and from the start you can hear the great voice of Arlene Smith that carries the lyrics of this fine love ballad. You just knew that the best was yet to come from this group. Here are the Chantels with He's Gone. He's Gone was the first chart appearance for the Chantels, and I'm surprised to see that it didn't make the R&B charts. I would have thought it did. It hit number 71 on the pop charts, though, in 1957. The Chantels were from the Bronx. They formed in high school. They were Arlene Smith, Sonia Garing, Renee Minus, Jackie Landry, and Lois Harris. And we'll have more J.C. Marian picks in our next show. Okay, the taxi's still rolling. We're not done yet. A few songs ago, we played a great version of I Only Have Eyes for You by the Swallows. Let's take a listen to the one that's most popular by the Flamingos. Here are the Flamingos with I Only Have Eyes for You.
My love must be a kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you. Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you. maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only ask for you.
That great song, I Only Have Eyes for You, has been covered by everybody from Art Garfunkel to the Swallows to Johnny Maestro and the Brooklyn Bridge. And Ben Selvin, who appears to be the big band artist who wrote it and had a #2 hit in 1934. You just heard the most popular version of it by the Flamingos, which hit #3 on the Billboard R&B charts and #11 on the Billboard Pop charts in 1959. It was Nathaniel Nate Nelson who took the lead on that song, along with Zeke Carey, Tommy Hunt, Terry Johnson, and Jake Carey. Okay, still a little time left on Abie's DooWop Taxi, and here's a song I've always liked. Remember the song Short Shorts by the Royalties? Well, I'm not going to play that, but here's another song they did. This is Believe Me.
Each night as I go wandering down the street of tears, I think about the love we shared throughout our teenage
The lead singer's name was Joey Francavilla, better known as Joe Villa. Bob Gaudio was also in the group. He was a member of the Four Seasons and produced the Four Seasons. Larry Qualinio, Tom Austin, and Bill Dalton were the other members. The group was known as the Royal Teens. They recorded Believe Me in 1958. It was on the Capitol label. Okay, I promised earlier in the show I would play another song by the Mills Brothers. Here are the Mills Brothers with Someday You'll Want Me to Want You.
I know that someday you'll want me to want you. When I'm in love with somebody else. You expect me to be true and keep on loving you, though I am feeling blue. You think I can't forget you until someday you'll want me to want you. When I am strong for somebody new, and though you don't want me now, I'll get along somehow, and then I won't want you. I know that someday you'll want me to want you. When I'm in love with somebody else, you expect me to be true and keep on loving you, though I am feeling blue. You think I can't forget you until someday you'll want me to want you. When I am strong for somebody new, and though you don't want me now, I'll get along somehow, and then I won't want you.
The Mills brothers were from Piqua, Ohio. Originally, they were John Jr., who was born in 1910, Herbert, who was born in 1912, Harry, who was born in 1913, and Don, who was born in 1915. So in a 5-year period, John and Ethel Mills had 4 sons. John Jr. passed away in 1936 at the age of 25, and John Sr. took over, and the lineup was then John Sr., Herb, Harry, and Don Mills, the Mills brothers. Okay, looks like we have time for a couple more. Earlier in the show, I played a couple of songs by the Charioteers. Here's their rendition of the great Sonny Till and the Oreos hit, It's Too Soon to Know.
Does she love me? It's too soon to know. Can I believe her when she tells me so? Is she fooling? Is this all a game? Am I the fire or just another flame? For one-sided love would break my heart. She may be just acting or playing a part. If she don't love me, let her tell me so. I can't hold her if she wants to go, for I'll cry when she's gone. I won't die, live on if it's so. It's too soon, way too soon to know. Does she love me? Soon to know. Can I believe her when she tells me so? Is she fooling? All again. Am I the fire? Just another flame. Oh, one-sided love would break my heart. She may be just acting or playing her part. If she don't love me, then better tell me so. I can't hold her. If she wants to go, oh, I cry when she's gone. I won't die. If it's so, it's the way to know.
From 1948, those are the Charioteers with their rendition of the great Sonny Till and the Oreos hit, It's Too Soon to Know, recorded on the Columbia record label. The Charioteers were Eddie Jackson, Ira Williams, Howard Daniel, James Sherman, and lead singer Billy Williams. And Billy Williams became famous in the 1950s with another song. And before I sign off tonight, here's what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words so sweet, they're gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. I'll close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, and I'm gonna make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. Oh yeah! I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, and I'm gonna make believe it came from you. Oh yeah, gonna make believe it came from you. Oh yeah.
That's the former lead singer of the Charioteers, Billy Williams, with a song that hit number 9 on the Billboard R&B charts and number 3 on the Billboard Pop charts in 1957. And I want to thank everybody for taking a ride in Abie's DooWop Taxi. I'll see you next time on WELV.